Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time of your English program of every Saturday and Sunday on your national television ORTM 1. Top of today's news. The Malian army is celebrated on January 20, 2023. This year marks 62 time of that celebration. The event was held at the Place d'Armes of the 34th Military Engineering Battalion. The military hospital, which is building in Banankoro, is progressing normally. This is the observation made by the Works Monitoring Committee following the visit it made to the site last Tuesday. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation led a delegation to Algeria. Abdoulaye Diop and his team carry a message from the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta, to the President of the Republic of Algeria, Abdelmadjid Tebboune. Before starting, I wish long life to our armies. I also thank them for their entirely commitment for the nation. Now, the development of our local news. The Malian army is celebrated on January 20, 2023. This year, the event was held at Place d'Armes of the 34th Military Engineering Battalion. Let's follow this celebration for a while with our reporter Angel Dambele.
One nation, one goal, one faith. That is the motto of our dear homeland. Who talks about Mali, talks about these valiant soldiers who are committed for the protection of people. In the 34th Military Engineering Battalion, that the various personalities and others came to pay tribute to our farmer. 2023 marked 62 years of Malian Army's celebration. It is evident they registered victories over the last few months, a day full of meaning, they said.
We are very, very happy. If we think about our people on the ground fighting and what they can do today, we can really thank God and thank also our population. We see how they are helping us with information for the time being. We have some material which can help us to make all our mission safely.
The head of state, as well as his minister in charge of defense in their speeches, did not fail to mention the achievements made by our soldiers and those with the collaboration of foreign forces and the support of the populations. Transition president is committed for the rebirth of Mali so desired by its people. First of all, the head of state led a roof at the monuments unknown soldier. The military parade are some of the main activities of the day. Soldiers received different kinds of medals as state recognition. A sum of more than 6 billion was given to the Minister of Defense. Also, funds have been given to families of fallen soldiers. An emotional day, transition president and his government took advantage of this January 20, 2023 to have lunch with the war wounded, and it was in Kati.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation led a delegation to Algeria. Abdoulaye Diop and his team carry a message from the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta, to the President of the Republic of Algeria, Abdelmadjid Tebboune. A message that relates to peace and stability in Mali. In response, the Algerian president reiterated his commitment to the cause for peace and the maintenance of a good Mali-Algeria cooperation. The story of our special envoys in Algeria, translated by Drisaka Dambele.
On the way to reinforce and sustain cooperation, Mali and Algeria maintain the dynamic. At the presidency of the Algerian Republic, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Abdoulaye Diop, comes to convey the message of the transition president, Colonel Assimi Goïta, to Algerian President Abdelmadjid Tebboune. According to the Minister Abdoulaye Diop, The transition president maintained regular exchanges with Algerian presidents, and these consultations are part of these exchanges to reiterate his willingness to work alongside his brother and Algerian people to strengthen secular links. The message is also a commitment for peace and stability. Mali values its unity and the integrity of its territory. A requirement in cooperation links for Colonel Assimi Goïta, transition president. It's time for Malians' reconciliation, and Algeria Republic plays a major role with the mediation.
The International Symposium of the WIMU Financial Market was held this Tuesday in Abidjan in the Ivorian capital. Before this event, the organizer held a press conference. Thus, it has been said that in 2022, on the regional financial market, there was a mobilization of resources of more than 3,007 billion of our money, for example, a rate of 20%. The details with our special correspondent in Abidjan, translated by Gaussou Diarra.
Yemoa is showing its motivation about financial markets in the West African countries. Yemoa has founded many financial markets for 25 years. The mobilization of the resources can be an opportunity to realize many infrastructure. In fact, all of infrastructure which have been implemented by Yemoa had allowed EMOA to get some experiences. Financial markets allowed EMOA to study many projects for West African countries. That can be an opportunity for EMOA to analyze and examine many projects and infrastructures which must be implemented and achieved. EMOA has mobilized a lot many resources to achieve many markets. Many experts of EMOA took part in the sensitization and information. Year by year, EMOA contributes to the mobilization of the resources. All of these resources allow the organization to challenge all financial issues. EMOA has got many experiences about financial markets. The purpose of EMOA is about the success and difficulties the organization has known.
The meeting of the Global Restitution of Recommendations on the Prevention of Local Conflict through Traditional Legitimacy ended this week. For 2 days, participants from several regions of Mali reported on the workshop held last March. This meeting is from French Republic Mediator. Report Bakary Bablé Touré, translated by Drisaka Dambele.
There are about 40 participants composed of services of the Republic Mediator, traditional legitimities, and civil society to take part in this seminar of global restitution of recommendations on the prevention of local conflict by traditional legitimities. At the end of this meeting, they restored recommendations of the meeting held on the 9th, 10th, and the 11th of March. In order to achieve objectives planned by this initiative, the mediator of the Republic can count on the support of his center partner for security sector governance through the security project in Sahel. This meeting of global restitution of recommendations on the prevention of local conflicts by traditional legitimities took 2 days.
The partnership between the Malian government and the International Organization for Migrants is strengthening. The Ministry of Malian Living Abroad and African Integration handed over IOM an envelope for the care of 500 Malians stranded in the Sahara in Asamaka, Niger. Report Sogana Kamisuko and Gaussou Diarra for English Time.
Malian government has just brought help to the Malian migrants who are living in the difficult situation in Niger, especially in Asamaka. In fact, the Malian government gave some funds to the OEM in order to help Malian migrants in the difficult situation. This fund will be necessary to support them before they come back to the origin country. OEM, in collaboration with Malian government, has signed an agreement to be useful to make Malian migrants happy in this difficult situation. The Minister of the Malian of Diaspora expressed his angry and sadness about the situation. For him, it's time to advise the young generation to stop illegal migration because illegal migration can affect their life. It can also destroy their future. In this sense, the Malian government will take all its responsibilities to put an end to this illegal migration. As for OEM, the representative is thankful to Malian government for choosing OEM to make sure migrant conditions living in Niger better. For the representative of OEM, this action is remarkable. OEM will work a lot so as to get Malian migrants to get back to Mali.
The military hospital, which is building in Banankoro, is progressing normally. This is the observation made by the Work Monitoring Committee following the visit it made to the site last Tuesday. This hospital will take care not only of war-wounded, but also of civilian populations. Report Shaka Konate and Drissa Kadamele for the English Time.
From entrance office to the buildings of maintenance, to consulting blocks, surgical care, hospitalization rooms, and administrative blocks. All buildings are from ground. Some have already reached the 2 levels, as planned by the construction project of the military hospital in Banankoro, a project which first stone was laid on the 20th of January 2020 by the transition president, Colonel Assimi Goïta. The work is progressing normally as a 4th reference health establishment. The future military hospital will have special features. The rooms will each have 2 beds, different from international standard ones, which have 4 beds. Each bed of this new hospital will have a call system, allowing the patient to contact his doctor without moving.
The 5th edition of the election of Mali English Clubs Council Executive Board was held last Saturday at ANSUP. Tariba is still the chairperson of this council, and that for the year 2022-2023. The mission of this council is to promote English language and also strengthen relationship between its members. Angel Dambele took part in the event. Follow her report.
Tariba Traoré is still the chairperson of the executive board of Mali English Clubs Council. This was declared during the 5th edition of the executive board renewal for the year 2022-2023. During this event, the chairperson, on behalf of the previous board members, made an overview of activities carried along 2021 and 2022 year. In addition to that, new English clubs had been created.
The last Monday, we were able to achieve some activities with great impact. For the very first time, we got a project that was financed by U.S. government, which trained 38 leaders from English Club. And all those leaders also trained 600 members from English Club. This is one of our greater impact that we could make it. Last year, we had an activity we call MCC Health and Donation Program. We organized a panel on our health, and it was on breast cancer and sexual disease. And after that, we had the MCC Grow project, in which 5 new English clubs joined the English Club, and we were able to create 3 new English clubs created by MECC, Mali English Club Council, and 2 new English clubs joined us this year. And for sure, for the new projects, we're going to have a lot of English clubs join the National Council.
There is an electoral commission which entirely follow up the well management of the board.
We first of all open an application, or we open a form where everyone who is aspiring for a particular position can apply. So they applied, we studied whatever document they presented, and they went through some interviews, and then later on we held the election in the presence of all the members of the different English clubs present at the council. So it is after that election that the different members elected her as the chair to lead the organization for the next term, probably due to the performance she had over the past term, because this is not the first time, but this is the second time she's going in as the chair of this council.
Active members of the previous boards had received the certificates, an incentive way to push other members to give their best.
I'm very happy to be among them. Yeah, I'm sure that in this bureau I will learn many things. So because if you are with leaders, so it's very easy to learn more with them and many things. So
I'm overjoyed. We received a certificate from the council to recognize the effort that we bestowed, the hard work, whatever we did, so that to push the council to its high level. So reason why we have been given these certificates. And with or without certificates, I think that we are young, and it's our task to provide or to do the best of ourselves, so that to push the council to the next level.
One of the major missions of the Mali English Clubs Council is to promote the English language. Above that, it brings together people from different backgrounds, facts of creating mutual aids, social cohesion, and any other interpersonal relationships. According to the re-elected chairperson, Mali English Clubs Council was made out of only 23 English clubs over the past years. During the 5th edition of the election of Mali English Clubs Council Executive Board, she therefore declared that the new English clubs had been created during the last mandate.
The rural commune from Wole-Seboukou also celebrated the Sovereignty Day on January 14th. The event was an opportunity for the sub-prefect and the mayor to proceed with the inauguration of the shops at the market. The cost of the realization of its store amounts to 17 million CFA francs, financed on own funds of town hall, according to the mayor. Follow this testimony.
And today we are here to talk about Wole-Seboukou mayor's action. He just posed 5 great actions in our community area. And in first, Marako is one of a village in Wole-Seboukou area. The mayor has built a hospital and closed all of the hospital in Marako. And secondly, Simiji is one of a village too in Wole-Seboukou area. And the mayor, Bakary Samake, has also built then 2 classrooms and latrine in Simiji. And he just come in Wole-Seboukou also to build some 17 wholesaler for the trader of Wole-Seboukou in Wole-Seboukou market. That is a great impact for the trader of Wole-Seboukou area. And for finish, the authority of Wole-Seboukou has celebrated the Day of Sovereignty of Mali. They went some school and to see how the teacher learned the lesson of sovereignty of Mali. And today's all of the authority of Wole-Seboukou was present at some school to emphasize and to see how the teacher tried to give a lesson about this. It was a great thing. It was something most important for the children to make real impact and to consider themselves as a citizen, as a Malian.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of Mali News, but stay with us for the lesson of the week. This lesson is prepared and presented by Gosu Jara.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir. The lesson I'm going to teach in this morning for you, this lesson is very, very important. Okay, the lesson is about, if clauses. When I talk about if clauses, we have three conditional. Conditional 1, conditional 2, conditional 3. Okay, it is very important for you how to make sentence about conditional 1. I begin, by conditional 1. That is a conditional 1. Okay, when I'm talking about conditional 1, conditional 1 is real. Okay, you want to make positive your objective. You want to make positive your project. You want to make positive your dream. At this time, that is real. And at this reason, you form conditional. If we use if to make conditional. Okay, after if, we have a conditional 1. About conditional 1, after if, we conjugate the verb in the simple present. Okay, you see I am. I am is, simple present. Okay, after if, we have a main clause. About main clause, we conjugate the verb in the future. Okay, so if I'm rich, I will go to Mecca. If I'm rich, I will go to Mecca. Okay, about this sentence, you want to make positive your dream. That is real. For this reason, you say, if I'm rich, I will go to Mecca. Bon, donc, il s'agit de conditional 1. Nous avons if clauses. If clauses, c'est la subordonnée conditionnelle de if. Bon, donc, c'est if que nous utilisons pour former le conditionnel. Bon, donc, il y a trois sortes de conditionnels. Il y a le conditionnel 1, conditionnel 2 et le conditionnel 3. Bon, donc, concernant le conditionnel 1, bon, donc, nous formons la phrase. Si nous formons la phrase, nous utilisons if. Après if, on conjugue le verbe au présent. Par exemple, to be, c'est l'auxiliaire être. Bon, donc, on conjugue to be au présent à la première personne du singulier, c'est I am. If I'm rich, I will go to Mecca. Ça, c'est if, la subordonnée conditionnelle. Bon, donc, nous avons le présent, le verbe se conjugue au présent. Et dans la principale, dans la proposition principale, le verbe se conjugue au futur. Bon, donc, au futur, will suivi de l'infinitif du verbe, ça, c'est le futur en anglais. Bon, donc, vous allez voir ici, je vais traduire la phrase, si je serais riche, j'irai à la Mecque. Bon, donc, en français, on dit, si je serais riche. Bon, donc, en anglais, on va dire, si je suis riche, j'irai à la Mecque. Bon, donc, le verbe se conjugue après if au présent. Bon, donc, maintenant, à la troisième personne du singulier, le verbe prend S. Est-ce que vous voyez? Ici, if she passes her exam, she will invite her classmates. Bon, donc, si elle réussit à son examen, elle invitera ses camarades de classe.
Thank you for watching us. We will be together next Saturday and Sunday, same time, same channel, ORTM 1. May God bless Mali. Goodbye.